Channel membership is live. Come be part of this thing of ours and join the comic book mafia. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 picks and a bonus sleeper pick for New Comic Book Day, January 19th, 2022. If you're on a budget and can only buy 5, maybe 6 books each new comic book week. That, and we announce our giveaway winner from last week and show you the new books being given away this week. All that and more coming up next. I'm Jimmy Don Kerr, and this is the SmallTown Collectibles YouTube channel. Before we get into my top 5 picks for New Comic Book Day and that bonus sleeper pick, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do that now. Hit that subscription button, turn on that notification bell so that you get notified when I put out new content, smash that like button, and hang around to the end of the video and I'll tell you what to comment to be entered into this week's giveaway. So the new segment that I added last week, showing you guys what books I'm reading each week, seemed to be a hit. So I've added that again this week. Here we go. Yeah, going to be a tough week on the Don's Wallet for sure. A lot of great books out this week, a lot of new books, a lot of continuing titles that I'm reading. So yeah, got a lot of reading ahead of me and an expensive day at the LCS for sure. Before we jump into our top 5 books this week, I want to shout out our channel sponsors, That Spider-Man Booth, Street Level Hero LA, and IRF Authentics. Really appreciate those guys jumping aboard, sponsoring the channel. Go over and check those guys out. I've linked all their stuff down in the description below. Number 5, Meow. Catwoman is bored of Alleytown and has returned to Gotham City proper for bigger fish to fry and to go back to doing what she does best. Stealing crime boss secrets for blackmail and looking damn sexy while doing it, of course. New ongoing series writer, Teenie Howard, makes her DCU series debut, writing The Cat of the Night, placing Catwoman in her first blackmail heist disguised as a stripper at Gotham's most secure underground club. Oh, Catwoman, hiding in plain sight in 5-inch platform heels at a gathering of Gotham's crime elite while surrounded by all the beautiful women and other shiny things to look at. What could possibly go wrong? So number 5 on our list this week is Catwoman number 39. Of course, that book comes from DC and has a retail price of $3.99. And as you heard from that synopsis, Catwoman is going undercover at a strip club. Sold right there. Really interested to read this book. I love Catwoman. She's one of my favorite DC characters. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And I know that sounds awful that Catwoman's working in a strip club, but what can I say? I'm a dude. That sounds awesome to me, and I can't wait to read it. You've also got Tini Howard making her DC debut. Of course, anytime a new writer comes on a series, you don't know exactly what you're going to get, but I like that premise already. I think that synopsis sounds great, and I can't wait to pick this one up and give it a read. Number 4. It's a very special day at Strange Academy. Battle class with Majik and Wong. But not every student is competing at the same level, and Calvin has a trick up his sleeve thanks to his new mysterious friend, Gaslamp. Meanwhile, a student is missing, and Emily Bright won't rest until they're found. So coming in at number 4 on our list this week is Strange Academy number 15 from Marvel with a retail price of $3.99. Primary reason for this being on the list is this first cover appearance of this new character, Gaslamp. I still strongly believe that Strange Academy will end up being in the MCU, whether it be on Disney Plus or in the format of a movie. It's written like that. So if you haven't read the story, go pick up a trade paperback, check this story out. Strange Academy's been great. I've really enjoyed it. Probably one of the better Marvel titles in my opinion. It's like any other title. It's got its ups and downs, but overall it's been a pretty solid read, and I've really enjoyed it. So with this new character being on the cover, that's why I brought this in at number 4 on the list this week. Number 3. The new Kurt Busiek era at Image begins here, as he and superstar artist Carlos Pacquiao bring the much anticipated return of Aerosmith. It's World War I, but a war of wizards and dragons as much as bullets and barbed wire. Young Airman Fletcher Aerosmith plunges back into the heat of war and finds himself behind enemy lines, facing a threat that could doom the Allied powers. This is the first issue in a new Aerosmith Universe miniseries. Don't miss the remastered hardcover of the original series coming out in February. So coming in at number 3 on our list from Image is Aerosmith Behind Enemy Lines number 1. Now this is a revival of a series that was first launched back in 2003. And it kind of takes the fantasy and war genres and flips them on their head as they collide on the battlefield. And you've got soldiers and dragons and wizards all fighting together. Now, yesterday on First Appearances and Key Issues, I showed you that really cool cover B that had the World War I look, that time era look, with the soldier standing in front of it would almost put you in mind of Captain America, early issues, the way those looked, with a dragon sitting on the soldier's shoulder. Now, I think this is going to be a great read. Coming from Image, and then just that synopsis alone, just that storyline, I think is going to be really cool. And you never know. Like I said, with everything's getting made into a TV show these days, this I think could be cool. I didn't think I would dig dragons, but I watched Game of Thrones, and Khaleesi running around with these dragons was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. If I saw something like this as well on TV, I would definitely watch it. So yeah, that's why I brought in Aerosmith Behind Enemy Lines number 1 in at number 3 this week. Number 2. They're back. No, we don't mean the guys on the cover. We're talking about legendary creators Ron Mars and Ron Lim returning to tell a story set during their fan favorite run of Silver Surfer. Someone has stolen the reality gem, an object that allows the user to fulfill any wish, no matter the consequences. But whoever has taken it is doing things like bringing back the dead hero, Captain Marvel. It's up to Silver Surfer to team up with the least likely of allies, Thanos, to find the gem and restore reality to its proper form. So coming in at number 2 on our list this week is Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1. Of course, that's coming in from Marvel at a retail price of $3.99. So this is one of my most anticipated books this week. I love Silver Surfer. I love Thanos. And those two teaming up, I just think is going to be cool. So I'm really, really looking forward to this one. I don't know if this book has any spec value of any kind. Most Silver Surfer books generally do pretty well or hold their value pretty well. And the fact that it's going back to this legendary creator Ron Mars and Ron Lim's timeline from when they wrote Silver Surfer, I just think that's going to be cool. So yeah, that's exactly why I brought in Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1 at number 2 on our list today. Number 1, Smastronaut Part 3 of 6. There is another Bruce Banner, but where is his Hulk? The answer to that question, well, it's a doozy. And it's about to change our Hulk's entire course of action. The most insane, action-packed Hulk story you've ever read gets even more epic as Donny Cates and Ryan Ottley take things to a whole other level. So coming in at number 1 on the list this week is Hulk number 3, again from Marvel at a retail price of $4.99. All right, so this is the first cameo appearance of a new villain that is referred to as Hulk's version of Null. If you remember from the Venom run, Venom number 3 is when all that Null stuff came about, and you realize that this guy had made an appearance back in, was it Thor: Love and Thunder number 2 and number 6? I don't think it's Love and Thunder. That's the name of the movie, God of Thunder. Issues number 2 and issues number 6, and those got real popular. Now, this may be nothing, but just the idea, got Cates on this. He did the same thing in issue 3 of Venom and sparked that series. It could happen here as well, and I think I think you ought to be on the lookout for this one. You just don't know with Cates. So yeah, that's why I put it at number 1 on the list this week. Strictly that. If you've got a Null type character, and who knows where this character could have shown up earlier in Hulk books or some other title. Who knows? So yeah, for that reason and that reason alone, I brought in Hulk number 3 at number 1 on our list this week. Sleeper pick. A woman running away from a broken heart discovers a mother key to parallel universes with very specific rules attached. 1. The key can work on any door. 2. The mother will only let you visit 53 universes. 3. Do not, under any circumstances, ask to speak to the mother. And number 4, never hop more than 53 times. So my sleeper pick this week is Bolero number 1 from Image, coming in at a retail price of $5.99. This is on here, I don't know, this intrigues me, and I don't know why, but the fact that you could hop from universe to universe, but you got these specific rules, the ones I just read out were the ones that are listed in the synopsis. Who knows what else could happen? And you're going to go to 53 different universes potentially. So I think the stories are endless. Again, it could be a TV show. I mean, you got 53 potential episodes there. And if you make each universe 2 or 3, I mean, you've got a 6-7 season series there. So coming from Image, I think it's going to be written well. I'm really looking forward to this one. So Bolero number 1 comes in at my sleeper pick this week. 1, if you dig this kind of title, to be on the lookout for it. All right, guys, that is my top 5 picks for this new comic book day, January 19th, 2022, along with a bonus sleeper pick. Really like my picks this week. If I could only purchase 5, maybe 6 books, these would be a definite. Now, there is that X Lives of Wolverine, where he's going back in time and talking to all the other Wolverines or seeing all the different Wolverines from history. I think that sounds cool too, and I'm definitely going to pick that up. But as far as, I'm not a huge Wolverine fan, so I didn't include it here on this list. So yeah, I really like the list this week. Hope you dig it too, and I hope it helps you in some way making your choices if you're on a budget. So all right, couple of things that we need to do, finish up this video. First off, we've got to announce our giveaway winner from last week. These are the books that are up for grabs for this week's winner. We've got this Captain Marvel. This was the first appearance, the one that was going to melt our mind. Didn't really do that for me, but it was still pretty good. And then I love this one, Transformers Optimus Prime. This is a collection of stories about Optimus, and this was cool. I really did enjoy this one. So our winner is this week, Never Could Figure It Out. My boy Jason, his comment was, I have to go with Odin's Eye. I've seemed to miss out on 2 and 4, and I'm placing an order for 5 right now. Hashtag Comic Book Mafia. So congratulations to Never Could Figure It Out. Just hit me up, dude, on Instagram, or just stop by the house. He actually lives right down the road from me, so he can stop by and pick that up. All right. Now, books that we're giving away this week. And before I show you these, I want to shout out my new channel sponsor, Page 3 Comics. They are my local LCS. JR, Randa, the whole crew down there that takes such good care of me, they are actually now donating the books that I give away here on first appearances and key issues, as well as New Comic Book Day on a Budget. So I definitely want to shout them out. They're down in the description below. I put down their website, their Instagram, their eBay, their Facebook, all those things. Definitely go give those guys a follow. Check out their eBay store. They got all kinds of cool stuff listed. They sell trading cards. They sell comic books, toys, statues, old Nintendo games, or old games, period. Movies. They sell a little bit of everything. Great store, great staff down there. Go check out my guys at Page 3 Comics. All right, so the books we're giving away this week. I absolutely love this cover, and I love the story when I read it. So this is Scorched, #1. This is a tie-in to all the King of Spawn stuff, and it features all the characters, and I love that cover. I think that is sweet. 2 of my picks, top 5 picks last week, and I think the sleeper pick, We Ride Titans. Really enjoyed this one as well. Another good book. And then Rain, #1. Another good book. Really enjoyed that one as well from Image. So great book. So those are the books that are up for grabs this week. And as I stated earlier, to win this book or win these books, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to hit the thumbs up button, and you have to leave a comment below. And that comment is, tell me what your #1 book is this week, and then leave the hashtag Comic Book Mafia. That'll get you entered in for these books, and we'll select a winner next week, and we'll reveal that in the New Comic Book Day on a Budget video. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for coming over here and hanging out on the channel for just a little bit. Really, really appreciate all the support I get. Consider joining the Comic Book Mafia, 2 tiers, $5.99 and Tribute $2.99. A lot of cool stuff coming up, guys. We're giving away our first box to members here at the end of January, and then we've got our first workshop where we're going to bring in an accountant, and we're going to talk about how to use this hobby and write it off on your taxes. If you're a reseller, if you're just a collector, we're going to cover all those topics. So check that out. All right, guys, that's it. I'll quit rambling on. Go check out Page 3 Comics. Thanks. Big shout out to them for donating these books. Definitely go give them a follow. And you know how we end this bad boy. Until next time.